This is working super well for us. Now's the time to buy them. You want to get onto your clients' refrigerators. How long is football season? You can pass those around. How long is football season? August. Who's a football fan? 5 months. Do we look at that? Okay, pass these around for me. 5 months is football season, right? That's what I'm being told. Pass that around. Who didn't get to see one of these? This table? Okay, that table. So check that out. So these come from Magnets USA. They take one stamp. So if you were to mail them to your top 100, how much would that cost for the postage? Somebody who's really good at math. 50 bucks. They cost less than 50 cents a piece. I think they're 30 cents a piece, so $80. And you could have your face on your clients' refrigerators for the next 5 months. That's marketing on a dime. That's very cost effective. You're in front of them for a while. I mail out the little tiny calendar from Magnets USA. It costs the same exact, it's first class postage. We mail those out in November. They put them on their fridge. They're there the whole year. One year I saw these things come out. My assistant is a football fanatic. So Beth, who's awesome, says to me, I said to her, you pick the teams. Because I don't know what to do. There's birds and animals and all kinds of fun teams. I don't know. So she picks the teams. We mail them out. I had 32 calls. People like, oh my God, dude, this is awesome. Click. And so I said to my assistant, why am I getting these weird calls? They're not even talking to me. And she goes, the calendar, the football schedules went out. It was all guys. They're so excited. Yeah, dude, love it. Click. And so it's neat because it's something that brings people together is football. But the other cool thing is, again, you're on the fridge or their filing cabinet for 5 months. So it's very cost effective. You can mail it out to your top 100 or your top 200, however you have your CRM set up, the people you want to go. We send to our top 400 now. So we make sure everybody gets one in their fridge. Pretty cool? Yes?
And one time you said that if they didn't get it, they got upset.
Oh, calendars, yeah. If they don't get my calendar, I get actual little scared notes. It's very interesting. Like, did we get off the list? Why didn't we get a calendar? Sometimes the mail doesn't deliver, so I make sure we order a few extra so I always can get them to them. But yeah, people actually call me. We've been doing those little calendars. By the way, if you read through top producers around the United States, it's one of the things that most all top producers are talking about is they do the little calendar and they do a newsletter. Who took my newsletter class? Nice. Who's doing a newsletter? Nice. Who knows how to go find the newsletter class again? Everybody in this room better raise their hand. Because I put it, is that the first one, Gonzo, that's up is newsletters? No, it'll be the third or fourth one we post will be the newsletter class so you can learn to do newsletters. Okay. Tony Ray's marketingonadime.com. Yeah, let's see. There you go. So, sorry, my ears popped. I jumped off the stage and my ears popped, so I feel like I'm in a fish tank. So it's very interesting. You all sound funny. No kidding. I sound funny. Tony Ray's with an S. Does that help? Okay. I think I also bought the URL without the S just to be safe, so I think we're going to put that up there as well, so if they don't know that it's Tony Ray's. Okay, so how fun was that to do Animoto? Is there anybody that feels they can't do Animoto? Totally up to you. Yeah, you want to do something really sweet for somebody? Take photos of a client, take a client's photos, somebody that you're close to, a friend, take some of their photos that they love off of Facebook, snag 6 or 10, throw them onto Animoto, and then send them a birthday greeting video. Ooh, it's so fun. You can do it, think about Father's Day and Mother's Day. You could do 10 family pictures and send it to mom or dad and a video, right? So there's really fun stuff you can do with Animoto. So who likes funny things? Anybody like comedy? Woohoo! So Tom Heath does amazing comedy videos. Have you seen Tom Heath, the Not So Much videos? Has anybody seen those? Oh yeah. Has anybody, so if you haven't, my favorite is him dressed up as Fabio. What is it? Fabio, the blonde dude that used to, Fabio? Fabio. His name's Fabio, is the guy that, big muscle dude on a romance novel. Is that where he's from? But he couldn't believe there's no butter or something later. Anyways, Tom does an amazing impression of him. You must watch those videos. But we discovered that the comedy stuff, so there's good things that go together. Animals do really well, and comedy does really well. So I found this site called promo.com, Promo. If you want to make some cool videos, one video will cost you $50. If you buy 10 videos, I think it's $200, so they're down to $20 a piece. It depends on how fast you're gonna make videos. The cool thing about these is that people absolutely love these videos, and when we post these, they do really, really well. So I have an LGBT website called gaytucson.com. That's a niche. We do about $5 million in sales, real estate sales from gaytucson.com every year. Why? I'm that community. It's authentic. I'm serving that community. The website is all information on what's happening in Tucson for the LGBTQ community. That's all I post. James and Gonzo actually do an amazing job at keeping up with current issues and things, and they post on that site. Would you guys say that site gets about 16 hours a week attention between two of you? So we do about 16 hours a week of attention on it. I built that site originally, and it's all organic. That's how I discovered how powerful blogging and WordPress and websites are. So just one site, 5 million in sales last year. One site, okay? The niche there is amazing. These folks call, they feel like they know us. They feel excited that they have an ally when they arrive. It's an amazing way to do business. We started a second one called C Tucson Lofts, and all of a sudden, we're starting to get phone calls about people who like modern and lofts. We have 90 lofts in the whole city, so why would I go to all the extent of building a website about lofts when there's only 90 available and most of them are all occupied? Because if I can't find you a loft, I already know you're part of my tribe. I will find you something modern. I will find you a house that works, right? So it's attracting people to me that are like me, and I like the lofts. So we built the loft site, and there you go. I'm doing another whole couple $1 million of business off of the loft site. Okay, does that make sense? So when we're doing these little funny videos, we're actually on promo.com, and I'm gonna show you one that did really, really well, I think. Oh, I need to go to publish, right? Gonzo, I probably need your help once again. See, let's see. This is, you have to find this one funny. Maybe not gonna be able to do these. So I found this iguana sitting out on it. So they give you the videos. So it said, I know just the right guys, right? Because they want to pull, and it's an iguana talking. I wrote the text. The video was already done. They give you, how many videos, Gonzo, are in there? It's like 1 million. It's like 1 million videos you get, right? And they're 15 or 30-second videos, and you get like 1 million to choose from. So it's overwhelming. I'm making the number up, but there's a lot. And so you go in and you type in real estate, and tons of real estate videos come up, okay? What I did was typed in funny, because I wanted a comedy kind of thing on our Facebook feed to our tribe. So let's go back to this before, let's talk about what my goal is with the video. I'm not selling a house. You can pick on your Facebook feed or your Instagram, you can pick who's receiving and how things go out. So I'm just trying to stay in front of my tribe. right? My 100 Facebook people, because it's the power of 100. That's why social media is so powerful. Every 100 knows 100, knows 100, knows 100, right? It keeps going. If I have 1,000, it's 1,000 times 100 times 100. It keeps going, right? So when I do these videos, I'm just trying to be top of mind. I want that my friends and family and clients and the people who are on my page, they're allowed to be there because we've all agreed to like each other. That sound funny? We've agreed to like each other. And then they're on my page. So I'm going to tell Facebook, I want them to see this because they're going to find it funny because they know I'm the guy with this iguana on my head. They get my humor. So I'm running these kind of videos just for that reason. What happens is, I'm hoping that these will load for you. We can target so that's a 15-second interrupted video that it can go on Facebook, but who am I targeting? Downsizers, right? So I'm targeting people I want to see that they could have quality life. By the way, the video's done. All I had to do was drink a glass of wine and put in the headlines. And I say that, I'm totally serious. So if Darren and I drink a glass of wine, we get the giggles. And if Gonzo's there or James is there, we're all screwed because we all can't stop laughing, but the funny stuff comes out. So we can take a little video like that and think, what are the lines that go with it? Like there's an iguana selling me. Or I've got these guys, if you look at these headlines for quality living, I'm talking to folks in a funny way, making puns and stuff. Right? But it's a relaxed state for me. So when we're doing that. So I gotta figure out how this works.
Hey Tony, do you
Yes.
have an affiliate link for that by any chance?
I don't, but I appreciate you asking. Yeah. House first, then the flamingo. Right? You know you want one. You want the flamingo or do you want the house, right? Own it. So who am I talking to? My LGBT crowd? That's perfect for them because there's this big joke that all gay men have flamingos in their front yard. So I own it. We don't have one, but that's the funny thing. As a matter of fact, Darren and I bought this really cool retro camper, and the first thing I did just because of that was I ran out and bought this little teeny tiny flapping flamingo and I put it on the camper. It's solar. But so a little bit of humor, if you're this type of person, a little bit of humor goes a long ways because there are tons and tons of awesome things you can do with video. Sunny winters. What am I selling? Tucson, Arizona. What's my free relocation package? It's on my site. All they have to do is click the button. I put a $5 boost on it. They click the button. They go straight to a form on our site, relocation package offer. It's the number one thing that brings us in over 5 million in sales is a relocation package offer. Who has a relocation package? Who has a website? Everybody has a website. Everybody then should have a relocation package. Denise, are you in the room? Okay. Do you guys have a relocation package? You have an online relocation package. Does it have click links or what?
Click links.
Click links to stuff about?
Anything Tucson.
Anything Tucson. Now, how many people have a relocation package in this room? Every one of you. All you have to do is call her and she'll get it for you. All you have to do then is advertise that you have a relocation package. You could advertise it as a link on every post you ever do on Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook. You should be offering a free relocation package. Who calls you on free relocation packages? Buyers moving to Tucson, right? And then you become the expert because you sell Tucson. It is my number one thing I do to make business happen is a link. Denise King. Woohoo! In the beautiful green dress over there. Get the free relocation package. Have it on, on my desktop, I have a little thing that says web relo requests. And as soon as we get an email, we get 2 to 3 a day. I just pop over and I I swing over the PDF. The links are there. I send it out and I start a note. Here's a trick. Ready? Don't give it to them immediately. So what I discovered was from years and years of doing this is on my site, it says, would you like a free relocation package? Put in your name, full name, and email address. So I get Tom Heath and his email. I do not give him the relocation package. I immediately respond as quickly as I can, and it says, hey Tom, happy Wednesday. I say the day because I want him to know I'm on the same day that it came in, that it's not an automated response. Because how many people are getting autoresponders? So I say happy Wednesday from Tucson, or I say something happy Thursday from sunny Tucson. I say something funny so he knows I'm on the day. Then I say, were you trying to find information for buying a house or renting a house? Is there anything else I can get you that you need specifically to help? I put those two questions on and they respond. I immediately send them the relocation package and anything they've requested. If they don't respond, I either have somebody who's put somebody's name into the system, or I have a person not paying attention. That person goes into a 3-day counter. On day 3, I send them a message. Hey, did you get my response? I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. And then I put the same thing, I show them that I sent it to them, and 90% of the time I grab those guys back in. I was losing them by the tons. Like they were coming in and I would send out and I'd get no response. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. But people get busy and your emails get diluted. So now I go 3 days later and I resend it out, showing them I sent it to them on the day they requested it, and say, here's what I asked you before. I expect that answer basically. If you answer back, I'm going to respond with your free relocation package. And it starts dialogue. And it's very interesting because usually if they don't start talking to me on the first time, they do on the second time. They start asking me questions or they tell their story. And once I get the story, they're in the red. I know they're telling me personal stuff. They're mine, right? Because now I've started a conversation and they're divulging information to a stranger on the internet, right? But I'm not a stranger because on our websites and on your websites, you should be authentic. So everything I do is written by me or the team. So how many people, raise your hands again, said you have a website? Who? Okay, that's good. Is this your company website or personal websites? Let's go to personal. Personal? Everybody, you guys, how many have a personal website that's not the company? Okay. So everybody probably has access to a page on your company's site. Everybody should be using that immediately. If you haven't, smack yourself on the hand and then pat yourself on the back because you're going to go get it done today, right? You have to go back and get those sites up, those pages. So if you're with Tierra, for example, they give us all a page. I'm going to lead them from the page. I'm going to lead them to my website. I'm going to have my information on there enough to hook them to get them to come to my website. And if you can have a link on your company page, then you have a free relocation offer that's a link back to your site that has the form. Okay? And that would be a blogger website or a regular website. It doesn't matter. But the goal is always to get them where? Your website. Why? It's your store. If they come into the Tierra Antigua office, let's say everybody here is with Tierra, they come into this office, there's a lot of you to see. I want them in my office, my personal store. I want them to come into my website and see everything they can about what I do and who I am so they can make a decision whether to bounce out or to stay, right? So everything you do in your marketing should be leading them back to a place that's all about you. And so that's where websites are super powerful. And I want to make sure that you understand anybody can build a WordPress website. They're super easy. You go to GoDaddy, you buy a domain name, they put it up for you, and they give you a template. If you just went to one of my sites and copied the first 10 pages and wrote your own words, you could do it. Because you're going to write a page about you, you're going to write a page to sellers, a page to buyers. It's not that hard. It's just a matter of you doing it. And websites are your brick and mortar on the internet. They are your business. They represent you. They are your brochure. They are your everything. And you all should have one. And if you do the writing on the 10 pages for the website, when I arrive, I know exactly who you are. And when I call you, it's because I've connected. And I'm going to be respectful to you. And I'm going to ask you if you'll take me on as a client. And I'm going to ask you what time you have available. That is totally true. That's exactly the phone calls Darren and I get every day. They are very respectful, ask us to help them, and ask us how, because they've already created a bond of trust with us, and it's really nice real estate. So I can't say enough about building websites. You really should be putting one up online. Let's get company pages first, and then figure out how to do a WordPress site. Somebody in here is a blogger. You have a WordPress blog site, right? How hard was it to put up? A little bit?
A little bit.
You have to learn.
Yeah, I haven't learned, have someone help me.
Yep.
I'm just now figuring out, which is another big challenge, merging it to an email, so I can start sending out emails every time I log in, send out meetings.
Nice. Anybody using an email system to put out? What are you using?
I use Kartra.
Okay, Kartra. And then you can blast out a whole bunch of people and not get ranked as spam. Nice, nice. So there's monkey butt and there's I'm kidding. I call it, it's not monkey butt. No one even caught it. It's what is that, MailChimp?
You got MailChimp,
Yeah.
Aweber, you got
Aweber, constant contact. I always call it monkey butt. Yam.
Yet another mail merge.
Yet another mail merge, Yam. Right. So on my websites, if you sign up for anything on my sites, it immediately goes to Constant Contact, because the form we built in Constant Contact, do they have forms for you? We just put the code on the site, they fill it out, and Constant Contact does what? It actually takes their name and their email address and puts it in a system for me. So anytime I want to go back and re-email, so if you're signing up for my newsletter, as you sign up, Constant Contact is putting it in a CRM, and when Gonzo creates the newsletter to go out next week, it goes to everybody that's signed up in the CRM. I never deal with it, right? Because the system is filing the names in for us, so no one gets missed and everybody's on the list. So when you get that sophisticated and you're playing with that, that's the best way to do things like, so relocation forms and all that stuff, you have to make an offer to get people to talk to you. So how scary is it to think about building a website? Come on. It's scary. How many people have a college student like Colin? I'm telling you right now, these guys grew up with this, right? For you, WordPress, it doesn't seem scary at all, right? Yeah. So if you don't have a teenager or a college student personally in your home, I'm sure you have a friend or neighbor that does. And I'm telling you that they can help you. So don't let anything stop you from going forward. Anybody think they can't do that? Does anybody here think they can't make one of those?
No, I can't. Did you say what the cost was for the...
Yep, if you buy one, it's $50. When you buy packages, it gets cheaper and cheaper. Like I bought for $200, I bought 10, which cost me $20 per video.
Okay.
So I have like 35 at all times in there, and then Gonzo can pop in and make whatever he wants. Or if we have an idea, we can pop in and make them.
And one other question, because we've been talking about Facebook. We hear now all the time that Facebook is really geared more toward, well,
You can say it in this room.
Seniors necessarily.
Yes.
But not the younger
Yes.
millennial demographic.
Right.
But they're more into
Instagram.
Can you just do the same stuff on Instagram and then also...
Pretty much the same thing. So we check a box on our Facebook page that says go to Instagram when we're boosting something. We boost to Facebook and Instagram because we have an Instagram account.
Okay, so you can't boost from Facebook to Instagram.
Yeah, you have in your business page, you have a setting if you want to pay that $5. What's the minimum boost? $2? $2? So even for $2, you get what you want. The reason you're going to boost something is to get a link back so you can link them to your site. If you put a link in a Facebook or Instagram post, it will be put in a sandbox and no one will ever see it. If you pay them $2, they'll let you have the link and it goes back to your site or wherever you want them to go. If you're in your Instagram or Facebook business page and you boost, it'll allow you to click another button that says go to my Instagram page that's connected. It's not the best practice, but it does get you going. So if you're gonna boost photos or information and you just wanna get an Instagram started, then do that. Get that going. I have plans for Colin. You didn't know this. Because Colin and his friend are going to come in and meet with us, and I want to have them show us and teach us, and they're going to manage an Instagram account for us. I'm not an expert on Instagram. Those guys are. As far as I'm concerned, they know what they're doing, right? So I'll help Colin with what's allowed, what's appropriate, what's good by real estate, and what we're trying to do. And Colin will show us how to get out to the masses because that's what his generation is doing with Instagram. Okay? Does that make sense? And there you go, Colin. And thank you. Any other questions about that? So, question.
That the videos that you make, you get them for lifetime, right? I mean, they don't appear.
Good question. So he's asking if you get to keep those videos for life. Yes, you can't edit them again once you download them. So you would download the video and put it on your computer in a file. And then, for example, we have, Gonzo, how many do I have of these? How many have we created? Do we have a year's worth yet for 50? Do we have 50 of these guys? So our goal is to have one for every week. Why can't I see this little guy? It's so our goal is to have one of these for every week. And that way they can just, we can have them boost every week out. Did you do this one, the puppies? Yeah? So, you're all making noises, which is what your consumers are doing. By the way, I did not do any of that. It did it for me. I did not put in one word. It was already done. They have samples in there, and I was like, oh, that one works. It was already created. I went to real estate and that was done. So all we had to do is add our logo in the back. We just put our logo in and ctucsonhomes.com on the bottom. We type that in and we hit spin, downloaded it, we're done. Really quick and easy. That is a 1 second creator video right there.
I just looked it up. Promo $99 a month for 8 clips a month.
Wow.
$99, so $100 a month, you get 8 of those videos.
That's a great deal.
So if you're gonna make them that fast, that's really great, right? $100 a month. If you just wanna make one, I think it's $50. So you could try one. You don't have to get stuck into anything. That's the cool part, right? Yeah. So that means time. Where do we all screw, I have to say, where do we all screw up everything? Time. I am just as guilty. It is super hard. Right? So Darren and I have a wine group called Knights of the Vine. I'm on the board of directors for Pet Partners now. I teach classes 3 to 4 times a month. We do $12 to $15 million in sales. We run 3 websites, and we have a house. We have 3 houses. We have renters. We have a dog. We like to take 6 vacations a year, and we don't like to work on weekends or nights. And we don't. So if I could do all that, is there anybody else who can't do any of this? I'm a guy with I don't even have a college degree. I came off the streets like scrapping, right? I couldn't go to school. We had no money. I'm not that smart guy. I'm just a street guy who got in here and learned what to do with no money. I had smack ramen and I was close to a refrigerator box when I started in real estate because it really was tough on me. And I didn't know what I was supposed to know, like have savings account. I didn't have that. So I jumped in thinking we're gonna get rich. But here I am today to tell you that everything I did to build a business cost almost nothing. It was all marketing on a dime. Every piece of it, which is why I'm sharing it, because I know everybody here can do it if I did it. So if we take these classes and you just start little bites, you can do any of this. If you think this is fun, I would encourage you to jump right in and go promo.com and get on it. It's fun. I like it. I'm telling you, it's fun to write the comedy side. If you've got a sense of humor, play with that. If you see mine online, all you have to do is recreate them. You got to put your logo and your name. Okay? Or if you put mine, it's fine, but I'm totally okay with it. I'll give you a referral fee. So, got an idea? So some of these are already just done for you. And I think this one, I don't know if we wrote anything on this yet or not. But the cool thing is there's ones for holidays, so you could hit every holiday. That was already pre-written. So you'll see the ones with my sense of humor, the ones with wine, and then you'll see these, right? But this is how easy this is. I've given you Animoto and promo.com. All you have to do is pay a little bit of money. It's not $200, $300, $500 like normal video production, and you can make any of these. All you have to do is boost these for $5, and you can have, so our goal is one every week, and what we're going to do is then next year, for example, as we keep posting them, I'll repeat them all. So you, the consumer, will see my video. As long as they're evergreen, you'll see my video maybe. Right? Because how many people saw my video last year? Only this many. And as my page keeps growing, the next time I run it, they may never, the ones who saw it the first time may never see it, but if they do, they might go, God, he's clever again. Or all new people will see it because the Facebook pages and the Instagram pages are building. If you're running it on a website, then think about stopping at a website and finding these kind of videos on different pages, like one of these videos to buyers, or one of these to sellers, or different pages of your site that these videos are appropriate. Wouldn't it be cool for your consumer to keep getting stopped on the website page to watch the video? The algorithm on Google says the longer they stay on the page, the higher the score. So if you can stop them watching video on your blog posts, videos are great because they're stopping to watch. It gives you longer time, and the algorithm loves your page more. You're doing organic. Organic means that you need to follow, if anybody wants to get organic reach, like we have, our sites are #1, all organic. We don't pay and never have paid for any of them to be up #1. Our sites are organic because I do one thing really well. I follow the rules. There's a whole set of rules about what Google likes and how to do your website, blogs, or pages to make Google rank you high, right? To put you on top. If you get a WordPress blog site or a WordPress site, there's a really cool program for free called Yoast, like toast with a Y. Yoast will force you to create the page to meet the Google algorithm guidelines. That's pretty cool, right? So you don't even have to know them like I know them. You just have to do what Yoast tells you. And Yoast will say, you need more than 300 words on this page. So you type in 300 words, and Yoast will give you a little green light. Right? If you type in 200, it might give you an orange light. If you type in 100, it'll give you a red light. So you keep typing till you get a green light. And then Yoast will say, hey, you need to repeat this word 7 times in this paragraph. So you go back in and you plug the word in 7 times, and it gives you another green light. By the time you're done, it'll tell you you have great readability and you have great SEO. Publish your page. That is a beautiful toy. Yes?
That program is free?
It is free, right, guys? You get a free version? There's a free version and a pro version. We went, of course, pro. Yeah. After using it, I do everything free, cheap free, right? Everything I do. Yoast, like toast. Yoast. I use everything free for a while because I'm an ADD guy. I want to play with every freaking toy, and I found out quickly that I kept buying them and never using them. So now I only use free versions until I'm committed that I love it, and I'm going to keep putting it into systems into my business. Okay? Yes?
So how do you know when you try these things that you're not like gonna get scammed or like infect your computer?
You don't. So one of the ways you can look, and you should see on all sites is, this is a good question for security purposes. See where it says HTTPS? S stands for secure. It means it has a security certificate. If any of you have a website that does not have an S at the end of the HTTP, you are being blacklisted off of the web right now, and you may not even know it, but no one's able to really get to your site if they have any kind of security programs. They're being told you're a bad site. Did you know that? Okay, so everybody who has a website, make sure there's an S at the end. HTTPS. If you don't, you buy a security certificate from your host provider, and you pay for a certificate to make sure that you get the S, because that tells other people that your site is safe. Okay, great question. You had another question before, which I forgot to talk about. On the end of the videos, we talked about going to Animoto and putting in 10 pictures, and you spin the video, right? And you take that and you put it into MLS with no branding, right? Because MLS, you cannot have people or branding from you on there. Then go back to the Animoto, and even if you just want to do this quick, take a picture of your business card, take the photo, put it at the back end as the last picture, hit spin again, and you'll have a new Animoto video with a picture of all of your information off your business card at the back end of the video, and you can put that one on your website, on your Facebook, on your Instagram. How's that for a cool tip, right? You don't even have to design anything because you already did it, right? Everybody have a business card? Who's using Moo? Moo.com. Anybody using Moo? Julie talked about Moo. You're doing it? So Moo.com lets you have 50 business cards in a little tiny pack, and you can put a different picture on the back side of every one of the cards. That's pretty cool. So the front side is you, and the back side is all different photos. So that works really cool if you've got product, but I found it works really cool in Tucson. So we put a different picture on the back of one of our pictures is of a golf course. One of our pictures is of a beautiful cactus blooming. One is a saguaro sunset. We have different photos of all the beauty of Tucson. When people arrive, I let them pick out a card. I don't show them my card. I flip the back side and say, pick a picture. And it's very interesting because they pick the photo they like and that's their card, okay? But here's some other cool thing, another tip for you with Moo. Tom Heath works with a product called Listing Booster. Is anybody using Listing Booster? Listing Booster? Okay, Listing Booster is what I use, and it gets listing every time. Because you're gonna go into your listing appointment and tell your client, you're gonna make a website for them, you're gonna make a virtual tour, you're gonna make a video, you're gonna post them on Craigslist, you're gonna post them on Facebook, and you're gonna tell the client that, and how many other realtors are gonna give them all these things that they're doing? Not so many. Not so many. Because it's scary, right? That's a lot of things we're doing. So, Tom, what is the cost to, is it $10 a month?
No, it's $11.82 a year.
Blasphemy. So it's $1 a month? So it's $12 for 1 year with you. So it's $12 1 year with Tom. He does not get any of the information of your clients. There's no shared database there. You're co-brand with him on the system, and then what you'll do is you type in, do they put in their MLS number?
Yeah, it pulls everything from MLS.
So you go into this thing.
Active listing to start it.
Yeah.
We can set it up without an active listing.
You can do what I do, which is coming soons, where we sell them prior, right? Or you could do an active listing. If you have an MLS number, you plug it into the toy, and the toy actually makes the website for you instantly, and it gives you a Craigslist ad, and it gives you the website URL, and it creates a video, and it does posts with text messaging, does everything for you. All you have to do then is go to your favorite social media channels and plug them in. Super quick, super easy. If you want to use it without an MLS number, before you go live in MLS, you can manually add the components, right? That's what I do. So so one of the things we found is we go to Listing Booster, we sign in, we just have our photo shoot done, right? So our professional photos arrive, Gonzo pops in and he loads all the photos up into Listing Booster. It's like a click on the thing and slide them over, and it loads them all up and it puts them in. And then it makes a video and does all the website for you, okay? And it gives you the URL, and then it gives you a Craigslist post. So we can then immediately go over to Craigslist and we can just hit the post over there, and Gonzo puts 3 photos on the Craigslist post and it links back to the website. When the folks go from Craigslist to my website on Listing Booster, it says, want to log through with Facebook? They click the Facebook button. I get all their information. What? I get their info. I can immediately, if it's got whatever I need from it that it feeds me from them, I can now go and send them a message. I can create a Facebook audience. Does everybody know what audience is? I can load everybody into an audience, okay, on Facebook. When I run an ad for any other house, since I know those buyers were looking at those ads on Craigslist and went over, I could run an ad next week on my Facebook for $5, and I can hit send to my audience from Craigslist, and every single person who's ever signed in will get my ad. I'm boosting it to them. Why would I do that? They were there once, right? They were interested in looking at the house. I'm gonna hit them again. So every single time, it's actually taking and giving you the info and the data. The cool thing is, it's also giving you a video and text messaging center and all of this stuff. And that is something to present to your seller when you're trying to get the listing. Because you get to say, I'm gonna do all this for you. Most agents are going to put a sign in your yard and a key safe, and they're going to put you in MLS with some pretty photos, and hopefully they won't use their iPhone. They'll actually, Mr. Seller, get a professional photographer out there, right? How many people have seen those photos? Yeah, I just saw one recently in the dog's butt scooting on the carpet in the photo. Yes, and it's in Tucson, unless they took it down. Right? I know, it's just common sense. Who loaded the photo? It's a big dog. It's like a big white dog butt scooting across carpet. Who wants to go to that house? It's like a dog big like that. It's crazy. So, look, that just totally lost my track. I was like, wow, I can't believe I saw that. But the thing is that I'm gonna tell the seller, we're gonna do all these things for you. All the agents in town, we're all gonna do this for you. Where am I different? I'm gonna make a mobile website. I'm gonna make an actual desktop website version. I'm gonna put professional photos on those websites. I'm gonna create a virtual tour. I'm gonna create a branded video, an unbranded video. I'm gonna post you on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Doesn't that make me different? It's totally different. When I'm done, they're overwhelmed. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna send you a follow-up note every 2 weeks to tell you where your marketing is, because I have what? Statistics. I know everything that's happening with their marketing, and then what happens? 30 days in, they say, hey, I know you're doing a really great job. Maybe we should drop the price. Because they can see I'm doing my job. The conversation isn't me calling, it's them understanding. Hey, if it's not my realtor screwing up and just taking cave photos, then it's gotta be something else. And the house is clean and it doesn't smell bad, so we may have to drop the price. It's really helpful when you do that kind of job. So if you wanna talk about listing booster, you can talk, they talk to you, Tom? Okay, Tom says yes. After the thing, you can, wanted to verify. He didn't know I was throwing him on this. So they can talk to Tom after, and then he can tell you about Listing Booster and how to sign up for that. And again, it is automatic, and you can go as far manually as you want with it. The same with all these other things we talked about. Pretty cool? Okay, anybody using Canva? Yeah? Canva? Canva, like Canvas without the S. So it's canva.com. I don't know if I have this up here. Did we put that up, Gonzo? I see it. Got it. Trying to look at this. I should probably have adjusted that. Okay, so the other thing I want you to realize too is that one of the big things about all of this, let's talk about one video. I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna be on a video, and I'm gonna talk about this really great restaurant I just went to downtown, right? I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna, maybe I have a picture or whatever, I'm just gonna rant about this, my favorite restaurant. When I'm done, it's gone live, it's gone out. You can now download the video. I can download the live video. I could take the video, I could go over to my website and have Tony Ray's favorite restaurants on my website. Why would I do that? Selling Tucson and connecting people to me. I tell them about my favorite restaurant. I have the video. I plug it into the page on the restaurant. I take a transcriber and I take the video, all the words, and I put the words now on the page. I could take the video with any of the most basic editing tools, and I could just cut out a piece with a pair of scissors on a desktop. I could cut out a piece of it that might just be me saying, you have to go to Sine Thai. It's the best curry I've ever had. Cut. I could take that little mini one and put it onto Facebook as a 15 or 6-second interrupted video and point them back to the page. What am I doing? I'm repurposing. Everything you do should be with purpose to repurpose. You want to keep taking content and reusing it all over the place. If you're going to go through the trouble of making a video, then transcribe it and make it a page. Put it on your website. All of this stuff you're doing all the time, but just remember, think to repurpose, okay? Does that make sense? There is a lot. But here's the thing. I'm only asking you to do one thing. What was your favorite thing so far you've seen today that you would love to try?
The promo.
Promo.com. Go play with promo.com. I think that they actually let you play with it without even buying it. So go try it. If you make a cute video and you think it's funny as heck, then put it up there. Buy the video. Yes? Wait, say it again. Can I?
Video on your Facebook, this website right here.
On my Facebook?
Yeah, like you're talking about, with restaurants or something. It's your favorite restaurant. You have something that you show us?
So on my Facebook, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
On my Facebook, this work was done by that genius in the back. Gonzo did that. And it is Gonzo with a camera. And what he did was he went out and he filmed Mercado stuff. And this is what he captured. So that is full-on editing video. However, you can either call Gonzo guys, those kind of guys, and have them do it for you. Or you could take any video now and put it onto your Facebook the top of your Facebook page. My Facebook page stops people. Other pages you scroll by. Because something starts moving and catches your eye. It's the squirrel theory, right? Oh, there's another one. Eh? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right? That's what it is. It's interruptive. So when you go to when you're clicking and you see my page, that thing hits. We're running that right now because I have 5 listings in Menlo Park. I'm not selling Menlo, I'm selling Mercado because the lifestyle of Menlo is to get next to Mercado. So it's beneficial to me to keep showing people how cool the Mercado is because all that cool stuff is coming, and if you get a house near it, you're going to get to use that. See what I'm doing? So, okay, we're almost to the end. Any other questions so far? Okay, so we were playing with Canva for a second. I want you to see that on Canva, if you go to canva.com, it's super, super easy to use. And you can create anything in Canva in seconds. You'll have to trust me, but I showed you 2 other places. It's really easy. You load a photo in and you pop it in. It'll help you it'll tell you Facebook post, Instagram post, website, Facebook header, whatever you want. It'll tell you. Design stationery, design letterhead. It'll tell you in Canva. Canva is free. Of course, because we do what? Marketing on a dime. Okay, so you go to Canva and all you do is it'll say, do you want to put in a headline? Yes, type in your text and then drag it around. It's super easy. It's all internet based. It's in cloud, right? Or it's on their site. So the cool, fun thing about this is now that I've just discovered we are loving, let's see if I can show you something that would be, so this is what we play with. Okay, so let's say you just take one of these guys okay, so, okay. So this is a happy birthday to Marion. She's a famous photographer. She's here in Tucson. She's the most adorable thing you can ever meet and want to be around. She's the photographer, so I put her picture in the camera and I turned it into, see if I can do it for you. Download. See if it'll do it for me. So it lets you download it as anything you want. And what I now does, which I cannot find. Gonzo, do you know where that is to turn it into a movie? It has a button now, which I am looking for. Oh, maybe they changed it. It's Pro Options, maybe. Has a button now, and you can actually hit spin, and it takes your little flat post, and it spins it in all different ways, and it becomes a little quick moving video. So when it comes down the page, the camera flies in, she flies in, words pop up, it all combines itself, and it has all different ways of moving. I can't figure out, unfortunately, where that is, but it should tell me. Yeah. So am I signed in? Yeah, I'm signed in. I don't know where that went. Anyway, so this is one of my favorite things for you to play with right now, because not only can you make anything you want with this guy, you can take these pictures. So here's a post, for example, with coming soon. So if I hit spin on that, the words might come spinning in, flying in, or they might drop in, or they might bounce in. It has different ways it'll do it. But I can throw that onto Facebook as a little movie. And so I've created another video, a quick video, to just interrupt you, to make you look at me, right? And isn't that what it's about? We want to interrupt and stop them. So the other thing that's really cool with that is these are great to send out to. Gonzo just figured out, what was it that we were using? Constant Contact the other day? Yes. So we just figured out the other day that, has anybody used BombBomb besides Tom Heath? BombBomb's really cool. When you get an email from BombBomb, it's moving. The email's moving when you open it. Constant Contact, we were on there the other day, and he dropped in a moving GIF file, and it's moving now. So their emails are working the same way. So if you want to have fun, you can actually send clients emails that are moving, right? There's disruption. There goes the scroll. Anybody have questions? Okay, I promised you that everybody would walk out of here today with something that they could do. Is there anybody in this room that has a question on anything before you leave? Who can do promo.com in this room? Let's give you a pause. Who can do Animoto? Everybody's gonna do Animoto? I got only half on the Animoto, but you can do Animoto. Actually, Animoto is probably your easiest. And Canva, you're just gonna have to trust me, okay? But is there anybody that needs help? I will be here after class. I hope you guys all had a great day. Thank you. Thank you.